Scott, so this is a question from Rich of New Jersey, and Rich says, "Hey, is it realistic and possible to buy a piece of property with water views for 200,000 or less and build a small 800 square foot home for say another 200,000?" So Rich is asking basically if you could, can you spend 400,000 for a home, 200K for the property, 200K for the house? I'm curious to see what Scott's got to say about that. So Scott, if you here's a question. So Scott, how would you fit someone in? Why don't we do this? Let's go with Kelly first, and then we'll go with Scott. So Kelly, if someone say, "Hey, look, we're looking for something with give or take for 200K and 200K or 400K total," what would you how would you respond to that? And then we'll kind of go with Scott's response. Go ahead, Kelly.
Absolutely. That on the Big Island, we have lots of opportunities in this price range, specifically on the the east side over in Puna district. It's beautiful over there. In the single family homes, you can get a 2 bedroom for roughly 400,000. In terms of a view, it just depends on what type of beautiful view you would like. So those homes might not have an ocean view, but over there it is a rainforest. You have beautiful trees and coconut trees and avocado trees, beautiful lush, and you can have a gorgeous garden view in that price range. So absolutely. I did look last night and I believe there was like 60 properties on the market in that price range. So there's definitely opportunity over here to have a really nice home in that price range.
Thank you, Kelly, for taking the extra time. I knew you reviewed this slide ahead of time and prepped for the show and went and looked it up. So I recognize that, and I really appreciate that you did that. So, Rich, you've got some possibilities on the big one for 400K. Seems like it's sort of. Frankly, I also love the idea of how you couched it. Depends what kind of a view you're talking about. Yeah, the view is relative, right? If you want the
Mhm.
killer ocean view where you're the only person around, I'm probably not going to find that. But if you like the jungle view, if you like the forest view, plenty of that. Scott, how would you respond to Rich, who's looking for something in the 400K range?
Yeah, absolutely not on Oahu. And so just so I looked up basically entry level homes on Oahu, and this is going to put you out in the outer reaches, country areas, Leeward Coast, North Shore, Windward Coast, and we're starting at 650,000. That's no view. Anything that's going to have a view is 1.1 million and up. Ocean view, I should say. You're going to be at 1.1 million up, and then whatever you buy the lot for, 800 square feet home to build on Oahu is probably going to run you $300 a square foot, because the smaller the home gets, the higher the price per square foot is going to go up. And that's just talking the construction component. Then you're going to have design and permitting, and if there's any kind of structural component, or it's not on just a flat level surface, and you're having to do some kind of structural component that's going to add on to it. So you're not able to build for 200,000 here. And then on top of it, your land costs are much more than 200,000. They're probably in the 500-600 range.
Thanks, Scott, for the clarity. I think it seems that we've been training Paul Lucas well, because Paul says 400K on Oahu buys you the lumber, right? Yeah, that's kind of what you were saying, Scott. I think you've got that. Max Salad says we have a killer view for that price range, but it's a condo. Well, there you go. So you can do that. You can. Scott, what about is a condo at 400 these days? Is there something doable there?
Absolutely. I usually tell people start off at 300,000 minimum for a 1 bedroom on Oahu in a decent building, security and whatnot, and go up from there. And then, you get on a high floor. Absolutely. I mean, Wes and Jess did that. They got a phenomenal view of Diamond Head and expansive views across the city with very few tall buildings close by. They got a great unit.
There you go. So okay, so there's a you can't get the house with the property and the view for 400 on Oahu, but you can get something. And Max Salad over here has given us that they have got a killer view for that price range, but it's a condo. So there you go. You've got the killer view.